I'm a grown adult human. By all accounts, I should be excited about clearing my credit card bill, buying a 68-inch TV and a holiday to Cyprus, or getting to test drive the new Toyota Camry. But no, what really gets me going is silly, cutesy little Game Boy puzzle platformers featuring cartoon animals. This was the first version, and there was a Super Nintendo version as well. In North America and Europe, the games launched simultaneously in 1992, but in Japan, the Game Boy title Lucky Monkey was released first. You throw a ball upwards with B. This will come back down, and the idea is to juggle it several times by heading it back up into the air. Doing so several times makes the ball bigger. If you let it hit an enemy, it stuns them for a few seconds, but you can also catch it by pressing B again, which makes it explode into projectiles. These kill whatever enemies are toddling about the place. It might be a bubble, actually, and catching it makes it pop. Whatever it is, the larger the sphere, the bigger the range of projectiles is, hence the more enemies you can kill. There are 4 different sizes. The smallest just creates a small upward shot when you pop it. The next one up makes a larger upward shot. The second largest creates an 8-way blast with a decent radius, and the largest creates a massive 5-ball spread raining down on enemies. These projectiles can take out multiple enemies too, for bigger bonuses. In Bubble Bobble style, when you defeat one of the bad guys, there are these pickups generated. There are B tokens, which are just points, but also these cyclical letters that spell out Spanky. If you can spell out the whole word, you get access to a bonus tower, where you need to juggle this massive bubble up in the air for exponentially more huge scores. Your points total is important. People still cared about that sort of thing in 1991 to get extra lives. Very rarely you can pick up a bottle of medicine with a P on it. This lets you fire sinusoidal bullets for a bit, but it's very rare. Where's the fun in that anyway? You can't ride on bubbles, sadly. That would have been a little too close to another previously mentioned intellectual property, but there are various gameplay elements introduced to you as the stages progress. There are boxing gloves to punch you upwards, as well as clouds to ride on. If you've played the Super Famicom version of this game, you may remember that to complete a level you had to get a key. That's not the case here, you just have to kill all the enemies. They obviously take you out with one touch, but they don't chase you down or anything, they just wander back and forth. Spanky is really cute, and the baddies are just as charming. You'll be fighting garlic cloves, apples, all sorts of odd things. One of the bosses looks like a backside. It's supposed to be a turnip or something, I guess, but let's be honest, it's an arse. There are some nicely animated backgrounds like waterfalls and thunderstorms. The game looks brilliant, and the music is a very pleasant, jazzy, not untypical platform puzzle style. What really impresses me with Spanky's Quest is the controls and the physics. It's possible to direct the bubbles by heading them from one side, which is helped by the momentum-based movement of your character. There are some levels that really take some thinking. There weren't a great deal of games that required equal levels of calculation and skill, but you certainly need both here. There's a level in the second tower that requires you to get a bubble to the maximum size, then, still juggling it, jump down a hole and pop it mid-fall to take out otherwise unreachable enemies. They're only on the screen as you're falling. Once you land back on the platform, the levels cycle round if you were wondering, you can no longer see them, never mind hit them. Thankfully, there's no time limit or bubble limit, so keep trying. I'm a total sucker for cute little video game animals, especially monkeys. When they feature in an absolutely top-draw game, I'm content for at least a few hours. Looks great, sounds great, plays even better. Stunning piece of work. I don't know if his name is an innuendo. It must be, right? But Spanky's Quest is right up there with the best for me. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below, and if you can spare a second, give the review a quick thumbs up, it really helps out. Subscribe to the Portable Power Podcast for a new Game Boy review every day from Monday to Friday. Or alternately, new episodes of the podcast drop every Saturday and Sunday on whichever platform you get your pods. See you later on.